do is we start with a little hole here about the size of our trap, and we want to get our trap set. What I do is I get a piece of screen about the size of the trap. Okay, so what you want is your screen underneath your set. So you actually set the screen through the trip. And what we're going to do now is we're going to set this trap. I'm going to show you how to do that. What you do is you cut a hole in here in the ground. You want it to be low. You want it to be low. The lowest spot is where you want that coyote to step. So what I do is I'll get some gloves on here. You always want to use gloves. The coyotes smell really, really, really well. And if they smell you on this thing, they're not gonna come. So I dig a little hole in the middle of your spot. So you got your spot here where your trap's gonna sit, maybe about 1.5 inches below the surface. And then you want to dig a little hole for your chain. Put your chain in there, and then push your trap nice and tight down in there where it sits down on the ground. Because that coyote comes in here and he feels something moving around underneath him, he's gonna be out of here quick. So what you want to do is get this thing real tight against the ground. So I'll take some dirt and I'll pack it around the trap, making sure that I don't get any inside the trap. But you want to make sure that it's nice and firm and settled down there, so that coyote doesn't feel it when he steps on the metal piece. If he doesn't step on that pan, he steps on the metal piece, you don't want him to get spooked. Make sure it's tight. One of the main things, a lot of these videos will show you how to do an offset. With the success I've had, I've put them in the middle and I've put them offset. The ones that I've got coyotes on, I've always put in the middle. I've never had any problems. You want to make sure that your hole for your trap is about 9 inches away from your hole. So you got your hole set here. Here's your trap area, about 9 inches. Take your shovel, dig a hole about a 45-degree angle down up in here. Now I got a tree here, which is kind of helping me. I don't want that coyote to come in from the sides and be sniffing in here. So what I do is I've created a funnel here where he comes right up in here and he'll start sniffing in this hole. And when he does, he'll get caught. But I get this tree here kind of protecting the back. Coyotes won't eat over. They won't normally lean over a stick or a branch or a 2x or 4x4 like this. They won't go over the top of it. So that's helping us funnel them in here. So you get your hole maybe about, I'd say about 10 inches deep. Okay. Get stuff out of here. Nice and clean. And we'll take our sifter. Get our sifter full of dirt here. What you want to do is sift this dirt on top of here so it's nice and light. Nice and light dirt on top. Because you don't want any of those rocks to get caught in there. That's pretty good. You know where our pan's at. You want it to be, you want where the pan's at, which is right here. You want that to be the lowest spot in here. Get that looking pretty. Normally I'll take a stick and I'll break one and I'll make a little V here for this where my pan's at. Put a couple sticks right there. Now I know where my pan's at. Get it looking all pretty there. And then what I'll do is I'll take some rocks. They won't step on rocks. So you put rocks all around here and you kind of force their foot to step in that pan. Coyotes are real fidgety and they won't step on these rocks. So we know where our pan's at. You don't want to put a rock near the trap, because if it gets caught in there, your coyote's going to get away. So you got rocks all around there just like that. And then what I'll do, I'll take a handful of leaves. I should have grabbed some in the first place. You don't want sticks and stuff, but you get a handful of leaves. Get the sticks out, crunch them up, just kind of sift it over the top there. Make it look natural, kind of. That's looking pretty good. And what I got on my hands right now are some gloves, but these are what I call my dirt gloves. So all my dirt work gets done with these gloves. So see how that's looking pretty good? You see how we dispatched one the other day in this trap. That's the second one in a couple weeks. Now what I'm gonna do is switch my gloves. We'll put these back in my other bag. These are my bait gloves. So they say bait on them. They're nice and clean. So you switch out gloves because you don't want your trap and all this dirt to have all this smell on there. Because we're about to make this Disneyland for coyotes for their nose, and we don't want them to smell all this stuff. So first, what I do is I'll take some sheep's wool. And I'll grab some sheep's wool. It smells like a barnyard. They love that. You can buy this on eBay for $5 for a gallon bag. And I just put a little bit in there. I got this little bucket here that I'll put all my stuff in. I got my baits and my lures and all that stuff. I've made this lure. This bait. Sorry, this is bait here. I made this bait. You just go to the dollar store, get a can of mackerel, get some oil, a couple of raw eggs, and it smells nasty. Get a teaspoon. Take your spoon, clean it off inside of the hole. You don't want that mackerel in your house. So I clean off inside the hole. It's nice and clean. Get this away. And I'll take my poker. Where'd my poker go? Okay. Poker stick. Take your bait. You want to squeeze it kind of like a taco. Put that down in the hole. Push it back down to the hole with a stick. So you got your sheep's wool. You got your bait out. Now we're going to put our lure out. How the lure works, I'm going to tell you what this is. I made the bait, but I don't make my lure. It's Caven's Violator 7. And this stuff smells really, really bad. It's like a skunk in your face. Don't keep this in your car. Woo! All you need is a little tiny bit. Just get a little stick. Put a little bit on the end of that stick. And then you want to put that right by your hole. Probably right at the entrance to your hole there. Put that back in the plastic baggie. Seal that up. Just about done here. So what we want to do now, we're going to back out. We still got our bait gloves on. We're going to take our coyote urine. This is good just for coyotes. Now this won't work for bobcats. I've heard bobcats won't go around here if this coyote urine's out here. And you just take this and you just spray this all over the place. Coyotes are scavengers. They'll steal other bait from other places. And that is how you do that. See how it looks nice and pretty? And man, we just made it really, really smelly for them. And man, you'll have some success if you use this. It's tried and tested. And the Lord's really blessed me with being able to get a few coyotes here in the last couple weeks. So you guys have fun. Good luck. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
The place where